Rapper T.I. was arrested in a weird case of mistaken identity. The rapper T.I., whose real name is Clifford Harris, was arrested on Sunday night as authorities grabbed the wrong person. According to a statement from TMZ, T.I. was at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport when his name was flagged as an alleged stalker who threatened a woman with a gun, even though the Clifford Harris that they wanted didn't fit the description of the Clifford T.I. Harris. The one that they wanted weighed about 205 pounds, and T.I. is smaller and weighs around 165 to 170 pounds. But the thing that landed him in custody was that their names were identical. Even though the police had the wrong person, they still arrested T.I. I guess it's probably protocol or something. The warrant for the crime that was allegedly committed by T.I. was issued in another state. So the rapper would have been automatically extradited for a hearing after he was transported from the Clayton County Jail. T.I.'s lawyer also let TMZ know that the rapper was released within about 2 hours for his mistaken identity arrest, and the hearing that they were about to get processed was also thrown out. With that being said, guess what, people? It happens because there's other people with the same names as all of us. It's called a doppelganger name, and there's other people that are actually doppelgangers that actually look just like you. So you definitely want to hope and make sure that the doppelganger that looks like you doesn't have your name as well, because then you'll really have an uphill battle. But anyway, with all that being said, it was just a case of mistaken identity. So as people, we shouldn't have to go on social media and put up clickbait titles like T.I. gets arrested for ... No, we have to be upfront and be like, T.I. gets arrested for mistaken identity. Water under the bridge. Hey, it was a mistaken identity. And it happens, and it could happen to any one of us because people do carry some of the same names, full names, first and last. And that's just what it is, right? Especially a lot of people that come from the southern states because of their ancestral lineage that come from some of these plantations. So you have the Jones plantation, the Harris plantation, and now all these people fall under Harris. Harris. Clifford Harris. But the plantation had 500 grown people, which also had children. And now they named their children Clifford Harris Jr. as well. See? So it definitely can happen, people. But they owe him some form of compensation, if you ask me. The airport owes him some form of compensation. And also they both owe him a formal apology on social media, just like they have him trending on social media for being arrested. So you have to go back to social media and say, hey, this is the Atlanta police. It was a case of mistaken identity. It wasn't Clifford T.I. Harris, the rapper. It was another Clifford Harris from Baltimore. And we'd like to give a formal apology to this young man. And airport, same thing. Hey, it wasn't the T.I. Clifford Harris. It was another Clifford Harris. So we'd like to give a formal apology. And we also want to compensate him by giving him some free airfare points or whatever. Just something to show that, hey, it was a mistake, because mistakes happen. But it's nothing to get bent out of shape. And that's a good thing, too, that T.I. didn't get bent out of shape about it and make the thing escalate. He went on, hey, no problem. My lawyer had me out of here in no time. Boop, called his lawyer. I'm out of here within 2 hours. So, good for him that it didn't escalate, because it could have, because think about it. You interrupting my night by mistaken identity, thinking I'm somebody else. Yeah, I'm frustrated. You don't know what I had to do or where I had to be within the next hour or two. I might have had to be somewhere where it would land me a $10 million deal. And now you've holded that because you didn't do your just due and at least have a photograph of the person that has the Clifford Harris name. I don't even know if they had the weight, because even looking at the weight, 205, 165, what's that up? That's a 40-pound difference. So that means that he's pretty much bulkier, and they didn't ever mention his height. He could have been 205 pounds, 6'5", So they should have had the description as well. That way, you're not mistakenly arresting somebody else. But in their defense, I understand, because it was flagged by the airline that, hey, we got a violent criminal trying to board the plane. He must be trying to get out the state or something. So we could understand why they would detain him. And like I say, T.I. is a sharp person. He's sharp. So I know he handled it like a G. But anywho, he should be compensated. He deserves a formal apology at the end of the day. At the very least, he deserved those things. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
Star Child, I never
see the sunshine like this.
I never
Never seen the moon glow like
Hey yo, I
this.
never
Never seen the waterfalls like this.
I never